So not every day is a good day on the farm. We tried as hard as we could with DK. We have done so many things to try to help him do well. From giving him Pepto-Bismol to try to ease his stomach, to vitamins, extra vitamins. We gave him electrolytes. We have done so many things for DK to help him live. We went above and beyond what we could do. We did everything that we could and then some, and we gave him so much love for the time that we had him. But unfortunately, we were not able to keep DK alive any longer, and we had to make a decision on his life. He was to the point where he was groaning and he was in a lot of pain. And at that point, we have to make a decision. And as farmers, as humans that love our animals, it was a hard decision to make, but it was one that had to be done. So in this episode, you will see an update of DK. DK was a great addition to our farm while he was here, and we were blessed to have had him. So unfortunately, it's a sad episode, but stay tuned because we do have future episodes with bottle calf updates. We were actually blessed a few days before we lost DK. We were blessed with a new bottle calf. His name is Diddy, and we will introduce him to you here on the page very soon. He is a sweet little addition. He was actually younger than DK, and we've realized that DK had a lot of problems. There was a lot of things that went on with him that we were not aware of, and we learned so much. And even though we learned so much, he was a huge blessing in our farm because we were able to learn how to take care of animals a little bit better than maybe we knew how to before. We learned a lot, we YouTubed a lot, Googled a lot, and he was such a blessing. And now our new guy, Diddy, is a blessing as well. We're learning along with him. He is learning how to be a little baby calf with us, and we are his people. And so I can ask you to continue to check back in and watch for the updates on Diddy, the new calf. Thanks a lot. Let's check it out. Here we go.
Today's update is not doing too good. So we've been doing some research, trying to figure out what's happening with him, and you can kind of see he's not really opening his eyes a whole lot. He's grinding his teeth a lot. His head's just kind of, for lack of better terminology, his head's just kind of floppy. It's not really much muscle strength holding his head up. So he was on the back side of the barn. We carried him all the way out to the front to try to get him in the sun and get him out of the wind. It's pretty windy today, but he's not really doing much. So we're trying to do everything we can. We're getting some more vitamins. Monica ran out to grab some things to see if we can try to get him a little bit more lively. So we're trying to do everything we can. Trying to show some love and just try to care for him the way his mama would if his mama was here. We looked for the position of his ears out to the side and then his head being held up. But if you notice, when you let go of his head, there's really like no control. And this is part of our concern with this little guy. So we're going to try a couple different things to make him feel better. I think he's not doing it right now, but he's been grinding his teeth, and I think that means that he's got some discomfort. So we're going to try to give him some Pepto-Bismol, just standard Pepto-Bismol that we take as humans. We're going to try to give that to ease his stomach. So let's go ahead and administer some of that to him. Alright, so take the cap off.
Want it to come out as soon as I take the cap
It could.
off?
If you have to, put your finger over it. But just get it to the back of his throat. Put it back there.
Put it back there.
Put it back.
Push.
Yeah, not all of it, but just
Slowly.
come on, dude. It's disgusting, I know. Pepto-Bismol is just disgusting. But we're trying to ease his GI to make it feel a little bit better for him.
Is it all down? Almost. Good.
So this is Dura Defense. This is colostrum supplement, and probiotics that we're trying to give to him. Go ahead. One serving. Look at where you got it. Turn it. Turn that so you can see it. Go. There you go. Wipe it off in his mouth. Okay. Alright, cap it. Okay. Good. Lay down. Okay.
It's all on.
Okay. He's not comfortable. Get this.
Okay, what?
That's the grinding of his teeth. He's clearly in some discomfort. So hopefully with the Pepto-Bismol, the probiotics, the colostrum, the stuff that we're giving him, it will cause him to settle down and let his body rest a little bit. He's just kind of laid out right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert this tube right here along the backside where he doesn't have teeth, and kind of shoot this to the back of his throat a little bit. This is a second dose of Pepto. I feel his pain. Pepto.
So that is.
Okay. Gonna fill that up for the third one. So we're going to give him one more dose. So it'll be 3 doses of Pepto. Just try to keep him comfortable. Again, just kind of looking at his body. Let him tell us a story about how he feels. This is what I look like when I get the flu or a really bad cold, right? You just lay out and just want people to serve you, and anything that will make you feel better is what you're trying to get. For those of you who don't know, cows do not have upper teeth on the front section of their mouth. It's only bottom, the lower teeth, and then they have the teeth in the back of the jawline. So when we go to put this applicator into his mouth, we're going to slide it onto the side here where there are no teeth. Go ahead. And then that way we can kind of get it in between his jaws and administer Pepto-Bismol. Maybe he loves it. Good news is he's taking the medication. He's not fighting it. He's not spitting it out. So that's all good. Hopefully this Pepto-Bismol settles his stomach, and then we can feed him his bottle and he can continue to get better. It's a continual journey, but we're not going to give up. We're going to keep fighting for this little guy to help hopefully get him better.
I have a whole bucket for him. And Titus. And Dakota. Go get the bucket, Simeon.
You give him a haircut?
Both of them. Brush. Yeah.
It's all for the cows.
Well, getting your hair done always makes you feel better.
That was for her. What is this for?
So we just administered the medications to him, and we will continue to keep an eye on him. We'll probably go ahead and take his temperature and just keep pushing the fluids, the probiotics, that pretty much anything that we can to get him more active and back up on his feet. I mean, this guy right now is really uncomfortable, and it's hard to see him like this, but these are the days that a lot of times people, when they see ranches and farms, that they don't really take the hardship that comes with it. And so we just wanted to make sure we recorded that to let people see that this is a lot of work. It's very hard to take care of an animal like this. A lot of time, a lot of effort, but also just a lot of emotion that goes into it that sometimes it doesn't work out, but hopefully it does with this guy. It's critical to always know the temperature of the calf or the cow, whatever you're dealing with. That's the first thing. If you take it to the vet, that's the first thing they're going to check. If you go to the doctor, just think about what they do for you. They check your blood pressure, they check your temperature, and things like that. So those are the simple things you can do. Just have a regular thermometer that I bought at Walmart, and it's just probably the cheapest one that you can buy, but it gets the purpose done. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this thermometer and get his temperature rectally, and don't know if that's a word or if I just made that up. Rectally. We're going to go into his rectum with this thermometer, and what we're looking for is about a 101 temperature. And so I usually put a lubricant of some sort, Vaseline, something. So as I said, we're looking for like a 101 temperature, and it's okay up to like about 103, but nope. Okay, so it's 102.4, which is a little higher than I'd like, but it's not something that I'm so terribly concerned about. Just because of the temperature outside, it can kind of fluctuate a little bit as well. So I'll probably take it another time or two just to double and triple check the temperatures to make sure that we're not missing something. But again, this is the first thing you want to try to do, is to keep an eye on the temperature and keep an eye on that as you're dealing with a sick calf. Unfortunately, things are not getting better with DK. You can see that he's still kind of staggering, and trying to get him to walk from one side to another is work because he doesn't want to move. Here's little DK. He's not doing too well. You can kind of see his ears are down. His eyes are slightly open, and he's periodically grunting, and I think the time is coming to an end, but just wanted to kind of show you. He's in a cage right now that we put him in the evenings just to make sure that he's warm and out of the wind, but he's just not doing too good.
It's okay. It's been a hard year for everybody, huh? It's okay. It's okay. He's gonna be better. He's not gonna be suffering anymore.
Well, one of the hardest decisions as a rancher or a farmer is knowing when it's time to put an animal down. And we're, as a family, just taking time to say goodbye to this little guy that we've only had for a few weeks, but I can't stress this enough of how important life is here on the ranch, and even something like this, to document this, is hard to do without being tearful or quiet. So we'll say our goodbyes, and then I'll have to put him down.